Hello, everybody. So, we're going to be talking about the structure of the brain and does that affect the sexual orientation of the brain when it comes to being intimate? I really want to talk about this topic and if it's true or not true, so stay tuned for that. Hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sindy V King. I'm a creator of Calling My King. I help transform a woman to create lasting love through Vedic astrology, neuroscience, and transactional analysis so that she becomes a queen of love. And today we're going to be specifically talking about the brain structure. Does it change the sexual orientation? Any studies that I have done in the past, there is a limitation. Please watch my video about the 10 pitfalls of a scientist do fall under. And I'll link the study down below what I'm going to be talking about. So the study talks about heterosexual and homosexual, and that's specifically about the brain structure. Does the sexual orientation change the brain? So if you didn't understand about brains, we understand there's something we call gray matter or white matters, and that has to do with the volume of the side and the fold of the brain. And so they wanted to know if that affects it or not. So they have concluded that the income sensory has a factor in, so that's the information that's coming in, and the rewarded related factor is part of it, and the motor information that being processed in information, so that creates the hormone as well. So they didn't find a correlation between the homo and heterosexual, and they kind of use the MRI to scan the brain, and they look at the gray matter. That makes a big decision making. I think at the end of the day, what they have noticed, what turns you on, and that keeps the reward system, and that's the push and pull effect. I hate saying that, but sometimes negative experience kind of promote us to kind of move forward in life and want to get better. So that kind of motivates us. And sometimes the condition of our relationship is considered to be toxic. We stay in it because we think that we can fix it, right? And in a situation, when you condition yourself in that way, it could be very toxic. But in this study, we talk about sexual orientation, and that has to do with the brain structure and behavior. Does a bigger brain plays a big role, or yes or no? I don't think that is the case at all. So you don't have to worry about that. Sex hormone does play a big factor when it comes to the hippocampus. So those are the factor that comes into it, and there's so many other sexual hormones that plays in it, and I kind of talk about it in my other videos. But what we have concluded here, but when it comes to exposure of sexual hormone, that is the biggest component. That is the drive. That is the reason why you are picking this person, okay? So that is very clear. It doesn't matter if you have a large brain or not. Homosexual or heterosexual, it doesn't matter at all. So again, there is a limitation in every study, but this is what they're stating here. And I really want to stress this as well, because they're going to pick mates that are very similar, either what they've been exposed, either a nature or nurture component, and has a clear understanding of these behavior. If you can understand those behavior, what they're looking for, and I have kind of secretly talk about like features of your body, and your face feature is a big role of who they actually do select in the long run. So, and this is part of the membership, and I want to stress that I don't share those type of like inner, research on this publicly. I do want to kind of exclude that to the membership. So that there has been a study in the past talks about women are attracted to the stuff that they say, and men are attracted towards what they see, right? So as a female, it is an honor to smell good, look good, and sound good, right? So the men has to be appealing with their whatever they're trying to peacock, whatever they're saying. So it sounds like a good deal that they're kind of promoting. And I think that's really key when it comes to the sexual orientation, when it comes to brain. They did not conclude that the brain side matter, but they didn't say if the gray matter matters or not, or the white matter. So that's all the folds of the brain or the location of the brain. I think our brain is releasing certain chemical, what they see and what they hear. And that is really vital and key here when we come across when it comes to sexual orientation. Based on homosexual and heterosexual, either from a man or a woman, doesn't matter. So that being said, that kind of reassures that if you take care of your hormones and you take care of your body, you're going to select the right partner. And if you get the right pattern breaking, that brain mapping in a sense of like, you want to make sure that you're on top of your peak and you understand where is your weakness as well. Not a lot of people on YouTube or in channel like to hear, or people in general like to hear negative things. I think a negative thing is a great time to explore that. And why is it negative? We kind of create a bridging situation. That is more important than anything. But if you don't look what's behind the closet, underneath the closet, or under the bed, how are you going to know that you are actually going to be thriving and you're breaking certain cycle, either with could be a good thing or a bad thing within your family? I would hope it would be a good thing if you're breaking certain cycle or even healing certain traumas. And so the next generation, if you decide to have a family or kids and we don't, that's totally fine. It's up to you. How we kind of treat each other in general. So the genes does matter at the end of the day, and you can turn those on and off, and you can also create mutations as well. This is based on Darwin theory. But this, again, this study really just focused on like brain size, structure, what is the factor, who does it affect, who doesn't it affect, right? And how many samples are there as well. That being said, I want to thank you for joining me. And if you are joining me in my membership, I'm excited to see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Like I said, if there's a will, there is a way. So look, if you're serious about being fearless in love and ready to be treated like a queen, links is down below to book a time. I got over 100 videos on YouTube and I post new videos every week. So make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You get notified when new videos goes live. If your friend is actually stuck in love, share and like my video. I do take requests on topics and answer your burning question about your relationship. So just leave a comment down below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.